Hi, my name is Nathaniel Shank. I've been attending TDC for 2.5 years now, and I serve as a small group leader and discipleship intern. During this pandemic, I've had a lot more time on my hands, so I've been able to be more consistent, beginning each day with scripture and prayer over my coffee. But usually I have no discipline at all, as I fill my time with everything but Jesus. The tool I've used to overcome this tendency is called the Rule of Life, and I wanted to share that with you guys today. I was first introduced to the Rule of Life while I was in seminary, and as a person who's used to winging it most of the time, I didn't think the rule was going to be that beneficial for me. However, the Rule of Life really became an indispensable tool in my spiritual growth. It helped me to put into words my yearning to be closer to God and to put patterns into my life. In short, the Rule of Life helped me to order my life in a way that would help me thrive. Once I came to the district church, I also learned to apply the 5 aspects of holistic health that we use for the Spire plan, which is kind of a rule of life. Those 5 aspects, the spiritual, physical, intellectual, relational, and emotional, have been incredibly helpful as a framework for my personal rule. They also help me to remember that flourishing means attending to each of them. I cannot compensate for neglecting one aspect of my life by overemphasizing another. For example, I may love learning and fill up my time studying theology, but it doesn't mean I'm taking good care of my spiritual health or that my intellectual health can bring my spiritual health along. The Rule of Life helps to structure my time and my energy so that I can seek the Lord in each of those 5 aspects of my life. The word that resonates for me most meaningfully to describe this structure is rhythm. Each of us is uniquely made by God, so everyone's personal rule of life should look or sound different. It should be the rhythm that resonates most closely with the desires, passions, and personality that God has already given to us. My first efforts at writing a rule of life ended up being really basic, a simple grid with a row for each of those 5 aspects of my health, columns for the actions and disciplines that I plan to do on a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis. For many people, this is enough to order your life into a rhythm that helps you grow closer to God, but for me, I needed something that suited me better. The best encouragement I got while writing my rule of life was to make it creative, according to my interests and skills. Some of my classmates made pictures like a tree or a rainstorm. One friend wrote a lengthy poem which he memorized and repeated every day, so it became a life mantra that centered every day, centered his priorities on following after Jesus. Personally, I've always been drawn to symbols, which I'm able to ascribe a lot of meaning to. So I've used imagery from scripture, tattoos that I've liked, even symbols from novels or video games. The point is to make your own rule of life resemble you. A rule of life isn't something that stays the same either. I routinely need to make changes as my calling, my desires, my health needs, or my relationships change. But my personal rule has become a framework that will help me keep my whole life in rhythm with God. I hope that you guys will find a rule of life to be as valuable to you as it has been to me.